Good morning. We are back finally after missing last week.
Had a week off. Had to take our test couple. You still got one more, but
finals is
a little stress time. So we took a week off.
Getting it at ice.
Yeah. Took a week off. Now we're back though. We're back at it again.
And we got some interesting things to talk about.
We do.
The draft, trouble in Kansas City. Multiple people, not just one. And then we can go into the NBA playoffs. I guess this is going to be more so for you to talk about because I'm not really in deep. But Tyreek Hill has been in the headlines. I know everybody's heard about it, of his domestic abuse I don't know if it's necessary against his wife as well, but supposedly has broken his child's arm numerous times, has beaten his child. And then a phone interview comes out, or a phone call between the wife and
I think they wiretapped him, but yeah.
So, and he is recorded saying, quote, "My son respects me. He fears me out of respect, but you should fear me
too
as well. Like, I'm a bad dude."
Yeah. Explicit.
And I didn't want to cuss, so I decided I couldn't quote him directly. But that, just off that alone, no backstory in my head at all. That's not the only person on that team that has had this exact problem.
Yeah.
That's what is the bigger issue to me right now, is that these guys are being drafted, and it is seemingly, I feel like you should know about a character issue that bad from whatever else. And granted, NFL gets to you, dude.
Yeah.
That personality just gets you through the roof, and you just think nobody can touch me.
So that thing about Tyreek Hill, so basically, if you hadn't really heard about it, he's been having issues. The case was brought up a few months ago, and then it wasn't going to be anything until this wiretapping came out, and apparently he hits his kid and his wife both. He hits his kid. You hear him talk, the wife saying you punch him in the chest, and then if he still doesn't respect you bring the belt out. She's like, he's scared of you. And then he, like you said, he goes back to say, you should be scared of me too. Explicit. I don't want to quote it. But when I heard that, I was sickening, and I was sick just to hear that. The fact a person could do that to an individual, I think his kid's like 3 or 4. I don't know if he broke his arm, but it's something like that. And the fact that he could do that to a little kid and his wife is just like, I lost all respect for him when I heard that.
Yeah.
I don't care who he is.
Yeah, it's one of those
top
things
receiver, I don't care. I lost respect for you in that moment, and I don't think you should play ever again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's one of those things that there's a difference between disciplining your child and causing bodily harm on purpose.
Yeah.
And because I don't know if you, but I was getting whipped by a belt just the same as every other child.
I got spanked. Yeah.
So,
but the fact
part is, but when your child decides, okay,
like he is legit scared of him.
Yeah, when the child knows, man, I should be scared of this guy when he comes around.
Yeah.
You've kind of lost that factor of being a father. You then become basically an owner of your child. And like you said, I do not agree at all.
No, the fact that anybody could just hit your wife or kid, what inside of you wants to do that? I'm sorry.
Like I brought up earlier, that kind of brings up the fact of, what is this front office like?
Yeah.
Do they truly go in and investigate these guys?
Yeah. See, I don't know if Tyreek Hill, if he's had a history before this incident. I don't know. But it sounds like he's kind of been like this, and it just kind of just now came out.
And
you wonder if they looked into this.
Yeah, this is my thing, is I don't want to call them thugs. Or Kareem Hunt. I don't.
I don't either, yeah.
And I don't want to believe that this is how it is, because, dude, I like the guys.
I do, too.
They're great football players.
Oh, yeah.
And I enjoy watching them play.
Yeah, but, I mean, you've seen the video of Kareem Hunt, too,
being
alone in the hotel.
I don't think that he should be able to play ever again, either.
I mean, yeah, he got 8-game suspension, but, yeah, I mean, and then he got signed by Cleveland.
Yeah, so I mean, you sit out your 8 games and nothing happened.
The fact the league does that, it's like they don't care. I mean, Kansas City released him, but then we all kind of thought, well, someone's going to pick him up because he's a talent, and they don't care. I mean, like, it's just like, what does that show as the league as a whole?
that
to be able to just not care about that and pick somebody up after they just did what they did. I mean, Ray Rice didn't get picked up ever again. I mean, how is he different than Kareem Hunt?
Yeah, I that blows me away is that he was picked up almost immediately with no consequences.
Yeah. He has a suspension, but he's still getting paid like $500,000.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if you're gonna really truly try to discipline somebody, in my opinion, they should sit out for a whole season at least, and then no pay.
Yeah,
all year.
I mean,
he's made enough. If he's not saved to where he could last one whole year, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
So I do not agree. I think that most people, normal people, go to prison.
Yes.
For things like this.
He has like potential jail time, Tyreek Hill, if he's found guilty of like beating his kid and wife.
And I kind of hope that happens.
I mean, he deserves
one, give him a reality check.
Yeah.
Two, maybe it'll set him back and be like, okay, I need to calm down.
Yeah.
I'm in prison right now. I'm a millionaire and I'm in prison.
I was on top of the world in Kansas City.
And I threw everything away.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where he can come out, and I don't want it to be fake. I want him to apologize.
Yes.
I want him to own up to it. Okay, I was in a deep place, and I should never have gotten there. And because that's one thing that I see as the worst possible case scenario for a family to go through.
I mean, the league is going into a trend now where you have these players that do this, and they don't care. I mean, you had Joe Mixon before the draft. You saw that video of him beating that girl up in the fast food restaurant, whatever it was. And then Reuben Foster, whatever he got into, the 49ers drafted him. They released him. Washington picked him up while he's still in, trial stuff.
And so what's crazy is Reuben Foster, before the draft, he had a diluted sample.
Yeah, he didn't go to the combine. Or he got kicked out of the combine,
He got kicked out of the combine for a diluted sample.
Yeah, and he still got drafted first round.
Yeah, and so these organizations don't care.
Yeah.
And I think
feel
that
like
is
some
a huge
do, and
flaw.
then some don't care. Because I think the 49ers drafted him hoping he would get better, and then they released him realizing it didn't get better, and then the idiots over in Washington picked him up. So
yeah, and there's no real.
But it goes back to the top. I mean, front office everywhere.
Goodell needs to put his foot down.
Yeah.
Grow some cojones and say,
do something.
Well, this is not happening anymore.
Yeah, because
this is the only league where this is a problem.
I mean, yeah, like a lot, like a big time problem. Yeah.
Like, I mean, the NBA you still have scandals. The MLB you still have scandals.
Guys, yeah.
But
this
seems like there's 2 a year
in football.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if it's because they get paid more.
And they think they can do this.
And they think that they're a bigger deal.
Yeah.
But a lot of these guys need to just be sat down. Because this is the thing. That child is defenseless. He can't do anything.
I mean, he's 3 years old against
a woman can't do anything. Yeah. I mean, he's an NFL player. He's strong.
Yeah.
My thing is he would not do that to somebody who could defend themselves.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
If he goes up against, just because this is the first person this came to my head, Dan Bilzerian, he's strong as all get out.
He's about the same height too as Tyreek Hill.
And so,
what do you think?
Would he even think about that?
No.
So
you just wonder what makes you in your right mind to hit your kid and wife or fiance?
No reason at all. I mean, there's not been one time where I've been mad enough to I actually think that I'd punch a woman in the face.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I've been mad at girls, but not to the point where I want to hit them.
Yeah.
It's just like, what brings you that right?
Yeah.
So
no right at all.
Hopefully, Justice, we can figure something out, and something can just happen with him.
This is my thing. Is I want him to be disciplined.
Yeah.
But I do not want this to ruin his life forever.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate that it happened, and I really genuinely want something bad to happen to him.
Yeah.
Like, punishment-wise, not death or not getting beat himself, but punishment-wise, like a lot of money being fined.
Yes.
Or going to jail for
suspended
a year.
From football for like a year or whatever.
I mean, but I do not want this to be like he will never play again, because at the same time, I want him to have a job.
Yeah.
I just want him to genuinely be disciplined.
Yeah,
not, okay, look, like, we're going to look over it. Like, you'll get your little fine and then 8 games and it'll be all right.
Yeah.
No, I want him to have to sincerely think about what he did and
fix his life.
Yeah. Get that, like, I mean, I wouldn't say rehab, but I don't know if that's really which should be therapy probably.
Yeah,
but,
something like that. Yeah.
So next thing.
Off that sensitive subject, we'll go to some lighter
topics. Kinda along the same lines, talking about front offices and the NFL draft.
It was a different one.
It was extremely different. I was fortunate enough to be there.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people.
A whole lot of
people.
I'm talking the most people I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
Yeah.
I tried to leave, so it started people raining.
Yeah.
And I left after like the 5th pick.
Yeah, because
first round. I was like, okay, top 5. That's pretty cool that I saw it in person.
And you missed the best pick of the whole draft at 6.
Yeah. But I didn't think we were going to trade. I was like, no way we trade. I don't remember the last time the Steelers have ever traded up to get a guy.
No, I meant New York's pick at 6, but yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, they came into 10, but I'm not. I didn't care.
Yeah.
But it was crazy. Dude, I could hear everybody as I'm walking out going absolutely wild. Like, oh my God. Like they just absolutely screwed their life. Their season is over again.
What do you think? What do you think about them taking Daniel
Jones? I think that they are praying to God he ends up like Eli Manning.
I mean, he literally is your Eli Manning, like
2.0.
2.0. Tall. I mean, he doesn't look. I mean, like he looks like him. Not like face, but like body wise. You know what I mean? Like he's like 6'3", 6'4". I don't know if Eli's that tall, but like slender look.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got kind of a good arm. He can throw the ball well. But
excuse me. Here's my thing about Daniel Jones. So they drafted him to be a great quarterback. He's a good quarterback, but not a great one. He was average at Duke. He was a good quarterback at Duke. But I saw some interesting stuff. So when they played Baylor, at the time, Baylor dominated him. He didn't throw any touchdowns, 1 interception, a 19 QBR rating. That was Baylor's win the whole year. They were 1-11. They beat Duke. And then last season, he lost 49-7 to a Wake Forest team.
My God.
Yeah.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
This is what I think has happened. They have drafted him sheerly on the fact of he can be a leader maybe later. But another stat that I saw ESPN put out is that there are seldom cases where a quarterback that is average in college comes in and is great in the NFL.
Yes, seldom.
You look at it, most of the greatest quarterbacks that played at Bama, where do they end up?
Nowhere.
Not in the NFL.
No. I mean, McCarron's a backup.
Everybody else will go work at ESPN.
Tua will be the first quarterback.
Tua, I believe,
will be the first quarterback.
Be one of the first ones. But then you got to look at his stats. I mean, numbers don't lie.
No.
I don't know them off the top of my head, but I know that they're
nothing compared to Haskins.
Yeah.
50
nowhere
touchdowns?
nowhere near a record-breaking season. The best.
I think it was a big.
Probably the second best quarterback in college football last year.
Yeah.
I mean, Tua obviously was leaps and bounds. Oh, forgot about Kyler as well. We can talk about him in a minute, but
yeah, you're not wrong. Though.
It was hard for me to see.
See, my thing is too with Daniel Jones. You could have taken him at 17. Heck, even the second round. Why waste your 6th pick on a player who we don't know. They don't. I mean, they might think they know, but we don't know if he's gonna be good or great. We don't know that, but we're just speculating. I just don't know if you can make that call on a play you don't know. I mean, you could have gotten Josh Allen at 6, a guaranteed starting pass rusher.
Yeah, I think there were so many safer picks to take.
Yes,
especially because
I mean, Haskins
in my
is a safer
opinion, your
pick.
first overall pick in the NFL draft should always be a safe pick, regardless of the position.
I mean, they're expecting Daniel Jones to maybe not play immediately, but play next year and be good.
Yeah.
Because as soon as Eli does terrible, they're going to call for Daniel Jones to come in the game because they want to see if he's actually worth the 6th pick.
And we'll see in preseason. He'll start preseason.
I mean, he's going to play a lot. I mean, you can kind of tell preseason, but you won't know till whenever he finally starts or plays.
You will get an idea. Can he make the throws in the NFL?
You will.
Calls for.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of throws in the NFL you have to be able to make that you don't ever have to be asked to make in college.
Because, I mean, the defenses he faced in the ACC, I mean, he faced like Clemson and a couple others, but the ACC one time, and he got railed by them, actually.
And the crazy part is facing Clemson, imagine facing. I mean, so you're playing literally the best guys in college football playing Clemson.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Yes.
Best defense. You didn't get to play Bama, but say you're playing Clemson. I mean, the best defense in the ACC, I believe, by far.
Yes. Yeah.
You're then taking leaps and bounds to go to the NFL. You're playing the best college players. Period.
Yeah.
From whatever conference.
Yeah.
Put on one team.
Yeah.
You're just.
Yeah, I just don't know what Gettleman was thinking. I mean, you could have got him so much later. You had so many safe picks.
There was, I think multiple people at ESPN said that teams did not even have them on the top 5 quarterbacks that they would have taken.
Oh, Daniel?
Yeah.
I mean, he was. I mean, I think he was a top 5 quarterback. I mean, in the draft because there wasn't that many good ones.
Yeah.
Besides Kyler or Dwayne. But
I mean, you're taking Kyler. You could take Dwayne. You could have taken Drew Lock. I mean.
Well, they could have taken Kyler, but yeah, they could have had Drew Lock,
what I'm
Dwayne,
saying is like
Daniel
any
Jones.
team had the choice of these quarterbacks. So.
I mean, he said that he knew a couple teams that wanted. We don't know that.
Yeah.
He's just trying to save his butt out there because he may not. This may cost him his job.
This may cost him his job. This may cost a lot of people their jobs.
Yes,
if he turns
really
out bad.
him.
But I mean, everybody else had to agree. He's not the only one making the pick.
That's true.
So,
did you see their press conference where their head coach just kind of just stood there like disbelief, like what did he just do?
Yeah. I think that was by far going to be the worst pick in the draft.
What do you think about Oakland's pick at 4? I thought it was a stretch. Now, I'm not saying he's not a bad player. I'm not saying that, but you could have gotten also others at 4. I don't know. I thought you could have gotten him also in the 20s.
Yeah.
I get that he's your guy. I was saying with the Daniel Jones, I get that they were your guys you wanted, but you could have probably gotten them later because Oakland had 3 picks. Who's to say anybody would have drafted him? They had the 4th pick and they had 2 picks in the 20s. So I feel like they could have gotten Farrell or for whatever Farrell at in the 20s. Maybe I mean I'm just speculating.
And that's tough.
That is tough.
He was projected in the 20s.
Yeah, that's why I say that. But
then again.
I get that.
I think that truly they drafted him one because of his talent.
Yes.
Obviously,
he's very good.
He's a great guy.
Yes,
he's one of the goofiest, funniest, coolest guys that I saw at the draft, and so I think they purely have drafted him kinda on that attitude. Hopefully, that brings that good vibe around the team, and he can. Obviously produce talent-wise, and it'll obviously help because, I mean, everything's good when you win games.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we're just speculating on how it could do, but I mean, they could have had Ed Oliver there or Josh Allen.
They could have taken Ed Oliver.
Ed Oliver,
I think is going to be one of the best picks.
I mean, he went 9th to Buffalo.
Yeah.
Buffalo kind of got a steal, honestly.
Yeah.
And also, who got a steal? Jacksonville or Josh Allen. The fact he slid that far to 7, I mean, he's replacing basically Dante Fowler. Him and Ngakoue on both sides
are going to be
nasty. And then you got Calais Campbell inside with them and Marcel Darius. That D-line is nasty.
But are they going to win games?
Yes. They got Nick Foles now. They got a quarterback. Their defense is fine. Their defense would have played better last year if Bortles was actually a decent quarterback.
Does Jalen Ramsey stay?
I mean, yeah.
This is his contract year.
Yeah.
You think he stays?
After this year?
Yep.
I mean, they got to pay him. If they pay him, he will. But if they don't, he's gone.
And that, this year's going to be exciting. I'm excited for the NFL.
Yeah.
So,
and then Kyler went 1, and they got rid of Josh Rosen.
I was just about to say about that. Josh Rosen going to the Dolphins. Does he start?
Yeah, I mean, they got him or Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
I think Rosen's better.
Fitzmagic?
Okay, he went Fitzmagic for 2 games, then he went downhill from there.
But, I mean, they didn't trade for him for nothing.
Who? Fitzpatrick?
Yeah.
He was a free agent.
Oh, he did go free agent.
Yeah, he went free agency.
Okay, so, I mean, they're not paying him for nothing.
I mean, they basically got Rosen for nothing. A 2nd-round pick when he went 10th last year?
Yeah.
That's a bargain.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I would agree about that.
The Dolphins are kind of like the team, like, we don't know what they're going to be doing. But, like, starting off with Rosen, as many people believed he was the best QB prospect last year.
Yeah.
So, I think it's a good thing to get a fresh start, get out of Arizona, start fresh. I think he could produce. I mean, they might not be that good, but hopefully that team is better because I don't know how their O-line situation is because Arizona's was awful.
Yeah,
That's why he was not the best. That's why he had the best stats because he couldn't protect, but he made throws.
Naomi Tunsil talking about draft.
That's it though.
Talking about draft scandals.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, like he made throws last year, but the offensive line was just not very good. He had the weapons.
He didn't. Yeah,
but the offensive line just hindered him a lot. So we'll see how he does this year. But I think it was a good move on the Dolphins to get him.
Yep. Yeah, definitely a good move. I mean, even if he doesn't start, he's a really good backup.
I mean, they probably start Fitzpatrick a little bit, and then of course if he does bad, they go back to Rosen, and then he's their future.
So what about this though? The way too early 2020 NFL draft projections.
Okay.
Has Miami with the number 1 overall pick.
Really?
Taking
Tua?
Tua.
Is he going to be, like, literally, oh my gosh.
If that's the
situation, I feel bad for the guy.
I do too. I feel bad for him already. Like,
he went, 10th overall, and then people are just going to pass him through with quarterback. I don't know. I get the Kyler move, but, because of Clint Kingsbury, but, why would you waste a pick on a guy like that at 10th last year to just get another one?
Yeah.
Insane. Because you can't have both of them in the same QB room. That can't happen.
Yeah.
They had to get rid of Rosen.
They would not have along. Tua Kyler would have had no problem with the guy. But Josh would have resented him to the point of bringing the whole team down.
Yeah.
So, that's that. But overall, I think the NFL draft was, it went kind of according to plan. Yeah.
So you got Devin Bush.
I like Devin Bush.
Did you get anybody else in the first round? Or did you have 2 picks?
No. We got 2 picks in the second round for the Antonio Brown. No? We
know.
did get a late.
I know you drafted Benny Snell.
Yeah, I like that.
You like that pick, Benny Snell pick?
I think Benny Snell and Le'Veon Bell are kind of similar. I'm not going to compare them to each other because obviously. But I think he can easily come in and be a really good backup to James Conner.
Yeah.
Because James Conner's got the job.
Oh, yeah.
He's a baller.
Yeah.
So,
your Steelers are good.
Now, let's go to this. We can kind of just grade out who we think because there's teams, obviously, people are going to want to hear about. Cleveland. Their draft was pretty good.
They didn't have a pick in the first round, but they get Greedy Williams in the second round.
Oh, my God.
Honestly, I talked about best corner prospect in the whole draft and get him in the second round.
Yeah.
That's a steal.
I think that's an A-plus draft for them.
Yeah.
According to
of course,
the pick, trading picks to get guys, and then still giving away picks
a corner
to get Odell.
Yeah, and then you get
great draft.
Yeah, a corner like that.
Pittsburgh.
Some say the Super Bowl champs had an amazing draft. You don't think so?
What quarterback did they take?
Jarrett Stidham.
I literally think that he will be extremely good.
Think so?
Yeah, it's going to take him a while because I don't know if Tom Brady ever is going to go away.
Yeah.
But I think if Tom Brady can stand it and let him learn underneath him, I think Stidham has. He can't run very well.
No.
He's going to be a pocket passer just like Brady.
Uh-huh.
And he's got a pretty strong arm.
Yeah.
So you could see some good things out of that. But
they drafted N'Keal Harry. That was their first time taking a wide receiver under Belichick. Yeah. And he is a stud, I think.
Yeah.
They got him. They got Chase Winovich, who people said was better than Rashawn Gary at pass rushing. You don't think so?
No. Dude, Rashawn Gary.
I get that he was good, but at times Winovich outperformed him.
Yeah.
And they got him because the Steelers do their outside linebacker kind of stuff. They got him to fill that position. So.
Yeah. But overall, it was a really kind of good.
I forgot, but the Steelers they got that receiver out of Toledo.
Yeah.
That kind of sizes Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
And I heard that he was one of the best route runners in the draft too. I forget his name, but.
Yeah.
See how that works.
Overall, I think the whole draft went according to plan. There was a couple miscues that nobody thought was going to happen, but I think players went where we thought they were going to go, and nobody slid too far. Haskins slid a little bit, but
that was probably the most surprising.
Bit,
there wasn't that many teams in the quarterback, but him going to 15.
Yeah, but everybody knew if Washington got the chance, they were going to take him.
Yeah.
So, But NBA playoffs.
It's heating up. Did you watch that? Did you
Oh
watch that
my
Portland
God!
game
I watched
last night?
both games last night. Yes, I did.
That was
Could not stay
amazing
up
game.
for that game.
An amazing game. I stayed up. It was an amazing game.
Yeah. It really the only thing that really
I gotta
matters
tell you
is
something. So this was the first 4 overtime game since 1953.
with Boston Celtics and
Syracuse Nationals.
yeah.
What?
Who is that?
I don't know.
So I can guarantee you nobody knows who that is.
No.
I've never heard of him.
I haven't either. But
that was before.
like that may have been like the ABA, or that may have been the NBA.
That's
but
a
I don't.
long
That's a
time ago.
long.
What year
time.
was that?
1953. Oh, that was before their first title in 57.
That was before it was the NBA. So
it's been a
that's
while.
insane.
But yeah,
That's a long time. I saw a stat that said they ran a marathon,
yeah, and Jokic played 65 minutes
and they've got to play again
Sunday.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, but that was a
There'll be no practice today.
no shoot around
practice
into that.
tomorrow.
Well, they're gonna watch film and sleep all day.
Yeah, well, shoot, it's Saturday. They play tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna watch film and then
They will not shoot today. No way.
yeah.
They will stay off their legs.
They're
as much as
gonna
possible.
watch film, massage, do whatever, just recuperate, and
Yeah.
then shoot all day tomorrow for
Yeah.
the game. But that was an amazing game. Portland has been surprising to me this whole playoffs, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, they're up 2-1 on Denver. I mean, in the NBA, if you win Game 3, it's pretty high that you're going to win the whole series.
Yeah.
Or if you're up 2-1. I mean,
And let me just sidetrack. The Eastern Conference has really been the only one that I've really paid attention to
because
it's actually good games.
Any of those top 4 teams could make it to the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
They're all
and right
4
now it
very
looks,
good.
And right now, it honestly looks like both series could go 7 games.
Are you worried about your Celtics?
No.
You're not worried?
Nope.
I would be.
Why?
I mean, you saw Game 1, right? They dominated.
Yes,
And then you've been dominated last 2.
We lost by 7 last night.
But then you couldn't make a shot at all?
Exactly. We played terrible, and yet we still only lost by 7. Giannis played his best game of the series last night.
I mean, yeah, he played really well Game 2.
He played the best game
Last
night. Dude, he was 10 times more aggressive. He missed 3 shots.
They figured out how to attack because the Game 1, y'all, you ran him out the gym, but then he figured it out.
Yeah, but this is the thing. This is why I'm not worried.
You're not worried? Okay.
If our bench can play ball,
yeah,
like I know they can play ball, there's no possible way they beat us.
Really? You think, though?
Yeah.
I guess we'll...
Game 1, we had our starters playing well.
Uh-huh.
We had our bench playing well, and we absolutely wrecked them. They did not know what was coming.
Yeah.
Kyrie, dude, he's balling right now.
Mm-hmm.
He literally in an interview sounded like LeBron James. I can get my shot whenever I want. And anybody in the room knows that.
Yeah.
And he's not lying. So, as long as we can get those valuable bench minutes from Rozier, and it hurts us in missing Smart, but Rozier, Hayward, Baines can come off the bench, and all we need him to do is put a body down there in the paint and limit those offensive rebounds. But one guy last night that I genuinely had no clue and played extremely well, Connaughton. Dude, he's a baller.
He is.
He's a baller. He went 4 for 4 from 3 in the first half.
They just have good. I mean, they got shooters all around. That's why they're so good.
Dude, he literally grabbed the ball one time as I was watching, off like a muffed pass.
Yeah,
wasn't even supposed to go to him. He grabbed it, pulled it up, and smacked that hoe. So it's rough. It is going to be tough, but I'm not worried. It may go 7. But I will say worried.
You guys have the talent. I mean, you probably have. Talent in the East. I mean, because everybody thought Boston would be the 1 seed, and they're the 4 seed. But you have the talent,
and we finally started playing well. The first series, and
you swept. I mean, granted they didn't have Oladipo, but you swept them. I mean,
and
you did
then
your job.
Come into this
win Game 1
series, and you just
take it to them.
You take it to them, and.
Within the last 2 is kind of like
Tatum is now not on fire anymore. And so it makes
Because he's averaging 4 points this whole series. Because, you say, 16 last night?
Yeah, something like that.
But he needs to get like 20 because he's the second scorer behind Kyrie. Because I'm sure Kyrie got his game last night.
Yeah, he did. He got his.
But I mean, like after that, Tatum's supposed to be right there with him, but he's not. So.
Yeah, they just got it all figured out, and
Yeah.
Western Conference is playing out just like we thought it would. I mean, very boring.
I'm excited for that Toronto game tomorrow because Philly they surprised me. Game 1, Toronto won, but the last two.
Yeah, Philly has played.
I mean, Embiid.
Well.
I think he's best center in the league now.
Mm.
Okay, who are you gonna put over him?
Dude, he can't do this long term.
Okay,
he shows these flashes.
Talent,
show these are flashes.
I know they're flashes, but like, how could you say he's not? Who are you gonna put over him at center?
I mean, at center, I'm putting Jokic. What?
Okay.
Bro, in regulation, he went for like 35 last night.
Yeah, and he had triple-double. I get that. All right, who else?
I mean, he had a pretty bad year this year, but Andre Drummond at one point was better than Embiid.
He has no offensive game.
Dude, Embiid barely plays.
What are you talking about?
He plays, 10 games a year?
Oh, my gosh. This was the most he played all year.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't play that much.
Yeah, okay.
How many games did he sit out?
I don't
More
know
than he played, probably.
No. He played at least 60 this year.
Okay, and what about the year before that? Definitely not 70 games. I know for a fact he wasn't 70 games.
Okay, I mean, yes, he's gotten up there, but talent-wise, he is the best center in the league. Him or Jokic. Boogie's fallen off because of his injuries. I said Boogie was at the time a few years ago, but now he's fallen off.
Yeah, and I guess
it's literally them too.
Anthony Davis a power forward, but
Anthony's a power forward in my eyes. Anthony's a power forward.
So taking him out of the equation, there's no way I can't.
Drummond can't. Has no inside presence. Drummond is a rebounder, and
I'm still not putting Embiid.
You put Jokic up there?
Yeah.
I mean, they're top.
Jokic does more than Embiid can even imagine.
I get that, but talent-wise, to me,
because Embiid cannot run.
Embiid is a better rim protector. Also, he had 5 blocks Friday night.
I don't care.
Thursday. I'm sorry, Thursday.
He's not better. He shows flashes. If he does this, if he wins the series.
We'll see. I mean, tomorrow, if he does it again.
If he does it again, I'm still not putting him number 1, regardless.
I think he is.
No.
So you got Jokic at 1. You put Embiid at 2 then? Or you got anybody else in your head? You want me to name off centers for you?
Yeah, I mean.
Because you got Drummond, and then, who are I'm thinking. Al Horford's getting old.
Yeah, that's the only reason I wouldn't put him.
Anthony Davis is a power forward in my eyes. Kristaps is a power forward. Blake Griffin's a power forward. Aldridge is a power forward. Draymond's power forward. I mean, there's not that many dominant centers. Marcus Gasol's getting old.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you'd have to. I don't know any other that dominate them two.
I mean, I think I'm forgetting people. Let me look this up. But yeah, I'm excited. But Kawhi is balling. And here's my other thing: Kyle Lowry is not a playoff player. Playoff Kyle Lowry's in full effect. He had 7 points, I think, 7 or less points in Game 3. I think Kawhi had 40.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
Kyle Lowry is not good. He's good. He's a good regular season player, but
he's ready to go home.
Here's my thing, too. If Kawhi and the Raptors don't make it to either the Eastern Conference Finals or Finals, he's gone. Same with Kyrie.
You're drunk.
I know he said that, but here's my thing about the Celtics. They have more talent than last year because Hayward and Kyrie are healthy. And if they can't get past Milwaukee, I get them the 1 seed, but they have more talent than Milwaukee. The only player that's better on Milwaukee's team than Boston is Giannis. Kyrie's better.
But this is the thing.
Chris Middleton in their 2 guard, whether Jaylen Brown, whatever, are even.
This is the thing. Is Milwaukee, regardless of talent, has been the best team all year.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, everybody thought this Boston team would be the number 1 seed, and they haven't shown.
and because they did not start out the way all about a hot start. Milwaukee played good to start the year, and they kept it going, and Boston couldn't. We didn't get it started until practically just now.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, I'm not worried about him leaving. I'm not worried about us losing the series. I think honestly, Boston has the best chance to make it to the NBA Finals.
I mean, you're not wrong, but they got to win. I think they play Monday actually, but they got to win Monday.
Oh wow!
I think Toronto and Philly play tomorrow, and then Portland and Denver play again.
I think Toronto plays today.
Oh, the only game of the day is Golden State and Houston.
That's stupid.
We forgot Cat. That's third. He's third.
Yeah.
Boogie's fourth.
Too.
Other centers, you got Gobert. Forgot about him also.
Yeah.
He could be fifth, but he's not much of a scoring threat. Steven Adams, Capella, not that much. Vucevic was the first-time All-Star. So.
Yeah, it's rough. He's a good player, but I just don't see him. I can't.
So let me ask you: out of these 4 teams, you got Golden State. You're gonna say Boston. You're gonna go Boston for your final still.
Yeah, I'm going Golden State, Boston. But if Houston could get it going, if James Harden had this whole eye situation,
but I don't think it's the eye. I get that it hurt him, but here's my thing also. Last year, everybody was talking about, if they had Chris Paul, they would have won Game 6 and 7. Well, you got Chris Paul now. You're down 2-0.
Also,
what's going
problem,
on?
They just Game 1.
Game 1 and 2, they shot lights out, and they still couldn't beat the Warriors.
Yeah, I guess I just want to see them win so bad.
They're going to win at least one in Houston. James Harden's not going to get swept.
Yeah.
But I don't see it going more past 5 or 6.
Very true.
Because, the way the Warriors are playing around, they got a wake-up call with the Clippers. They mess around and beat them in 6. And they're not messing around now about to potentially sweep or gentlemen sweep the Rockets. So, yeah, the Rockets and people were talking about they have a better team than last year. And they have Chris Paul back. And they still can't win a game. Because they won a game in Oakland last year.
Yeah, insane. I don't know what to say about the whole NBA. It's a whole
it's a fun time right now.
Mess. Yeah, it is.
Because with the East, no LeBron, obviously it's wide open, and someone's going to be there for the first time in a while. In 8 years, I think.
So, I'm excited. It's nice to watch. It's nice to see the competition in both.
With the summer here, the NBA is in prime effect because after the finals, when free agency comes, I cannot wait to sit here and talk to you about free agency. Yeah. Because that's going to be a fun time.
Yeah. And so, a little preview of next week. Spring ball is finally finished for the Central Bobcats. I'm going to try to get in there and talk high school football. And not necessarily about football, about the situations that led head coach Bryson Rosser to Central, why he loves the area so much, and just kind of give us his thoughts about how spring ball went and how he sees this whole season coming along. They've got a whole bunch of great guys on the staff, so it's nice to see that culture around there, and we'll get to talk about that a little bit. And then we'll continue to talk about NBA playoffs, just a little overview of, because by that point, series will be over.
We can see some clinchers by next week, or pretty close. We'll figure some stuff out by next week.
We'll be able to preview that, and then
baseball is still getting heat up. 1 month is in the books.
Yep, and baseball is hard to tell until you get kind of later in the year.
After around All-Star break, you can tell who starts to separate themselves.
And another thing I want to add to the end of this, if any of you guys have my phone number, have me on social media, and you guys want us to talk about anything specific, a different sport, something maybe not so in the headlines, shoot me a text, send me a DM.
Whatever you want.
On Snapchat, I don't care.
We'll take new ideas, opinions. If
you have your opinion, dude, just call it in and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We want to include everybody's opinion, and we try to kind of cover every area, but it's hard to do that with just us too. So let us know; it would be greatly appreciated. I want to thank you guys for listening again.
Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend.
Yep, and see you next week.